Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am gonna do this reading that I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm sure if you've been on this channel for a minute, you've heard me say that about so many readings that I haven't got around to doing, but I've got around to doing this one. I saw this on Alice's channel. What is it called? Love Exists? I don't know, her name's Alice. I saw it on her channel and I was like, oh my gosh, like I literally started making my Eros cards, and you guys have seen them on this channel. And yeah, so it was interesting. I liked the read because I wanted to do a reading based off of the, what is it, Laws of Seduction. I read the book, well, I'm not gonna lie to you, I listened to it on YouTube a very long time ago now, so I had to kind of refresh myself on all those things. So this is your seduction style, and you may be more than one type. So I haven't put the types in the pile, but we're going to shuffle them in the cards that I made, and we're going to shuffle my other big fat deck where it's got all the Eros stuff, and we'll get more information. So pile 1, the pink pen; pile 2, the gold pen; pile 3, the blue pen; pile 4, the black pen. So what is your seduction style? What does it feel like to be seduced by you? Okay, so let's get going. I'm going to start with pile 1. Am I going to write it down like a person who's got their life together? I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. I think I'm going to use the black pen. Sorry, let me just start. When I was doing this, when I was refreshing myself on each of the types, the archetypes or whatever, I was laughing so hard because I could just see how certain people were actually really, I feel like people have listened to that book and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Nobody else knows because they haven't read that book. We've all read the book, baby. We know what you're doing. It's funny. But yeah, you can definitely be more than one type, and obviously it could be natural, and then some people I think, you know, really practice. Well, there's no shame in that, you know. Hone your craft. So pile 1. Okay, so we got protect yourself. We've got new love. So I'm gonna just scooch these over here, and I will kind of explain. Okay, so this is like the party gift or the party favor, or how people feel when they're with you. This is your style of love. This is how it feels to be the object of your affection, like to be seduced by you, basically. This is you when you're in seductive mode. Yes, baby, take them down. And then this is you as a person. Okay, so with protect yourself, I feel like people feel that they've got to protect their heart. Just even before I go into like these actual cards, with the new love there, sometimes people can feel like you're always looking for the next new love, your next romantic conquest. Let me start shuffling these so I remember to do it. And it can also be a thing where, because there's like lots of cherubs and stuff, where they feel like it's easy to get caught up in that, you know, good, and end up getting you pregnant, or end up getting you pregnant, or wait, what's the alternative to getting pregnant? Getting someone pregnant, or letting you get them pregnant. Yeah, that's it. It just feels like, yeah, it could be easy to make a baby, but they don't know how long you want to keep them around. Okay, I'm really getting a little vibe from that. That's a blank card. I did put some blank cards in here just so that I'm not constantly getting the same cards out. That can be really annoying. Okay, so we've got charismatic. Okay, nice. We've got the ideal lover. And I'm going to do one, see if we get one more. Let's see. That's a blank card. Let's see if we get one more. Blank. Okay, we've got one more. I was going to just leave it then, but coquette. Yeah, I was getting coquette vibes for some reason. It was popping up in my head. Okay, so you as a person, you're actually somebody who's very fair. You may believe in karma. Okay, you may be somebody who doesn't like vulgarness. You know, you like people to be polite, you like things to be nice, you like aesthetics to be pleasing, but also more than that, as a Libra rising myself, you could be a Libra, we don't typically like people who are rude, and I find that different people have a different standard of just like rudeness and what they think is okay or good etiquette. And I find with this energy, it's more of like a moral compass for me anyway. I've got a lot of Saturn in my house. I've got a lot of Saturn in my chart. So you may come over to my house and you may be thirsty. I may forget to offer you a drink. That's not because I don't care. I've genuinely just forgotten. But I'm going to listen to you. If you need anything, I'm here to give you the like whatever. If you just want a bitch, I'm cool with that. And then there's some people who... I was thinking about this earlier, but now it just sounds like talking about bad friendships. But like people who... I don't know, people who take the opportunity to like put you down sort of thing. Example, say, I don't know, a hating ass bitch's child, sorry, that sounds horrible. No, all right, so somebody who's horrible, their child may compliment your cooking while they're complaining that their child doesn't want to eat their cooking. So when that person eats your cooking, they make sure to, you know, drag down your cooking and say, oh, actually, I don't like it. It's not very nice. But that's just because their child complimented your cooking because they can't cook. And it's things like that. That's not fair, and that's not a fair assessment of me, or of the person's cooking, because that was just based off of an emotional reaction of how they felt. You're not like that. I feel like you are somebody who is very fair. How you see it is what you're gonna say. Like, you call it how you see it, sort of thing. Okay, so with the Page of Wands energy, this is again giving me like, I'm ready for my new conquest. If it don't work out, like, you're good at love, you know and understand relationships well. I think you're never without admirers. You could be a Libra, a Aries, a Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aquarius. But on these cards, we've got signs as well, so I'll read them out to you as we're going. So you've got charismatic, the ideal lover, and coquette. So yeah, the ideal lover, that makes sense with that Libra energy right there. And then charismatic. That's where you're so able to walk away so easily. Okay, wait, so let's just, sorry guys, bear with me because it's the first time doing this spread, doing this spread. So... and it's kind of late. I kind of should have gotten the shower and gone to bed kind of ages ago. Anyway, 7 of Raphael. So when, yeah, see, this is the ideal lover energy. When you're pursuing somebody, or you want to, you like the chase, okay? Or you like the newness of it, or, oh, I'm getting to know this person. Oh, they could be my match. They could be my ideal. Oh, anything is possible. We could... you know, we can change the world together, but you will also cut a bitch off very fucking quickly. You don't play games. If this person doesn't meet your expectations, or they're rude, or they somehow offend you, and I'm getting especially like with smells and stuff like that, if you don't like the cologne, or the aftershave, or the perfume that somebody's wearing, or just certain details, if you do not like it, you don't feel any way to cut this person off. You are someone very passionate, so I feel like the people that you are seducing or going after always feel really, you know, desired. They feel really sexy. They feel really like, whew, like this could be the one. I'm surprised that card didn't come up. But I also get the feeling of people feel that they're always going to remember you, like you're like the next great love of their life, or they want to be the greatest love of your life, but after a certain time frame they then realize that you're then looking for your next new love. Yeah, you can make people feel quite healed when in your energy, and they can really feel like they've met a match. It's like you're almost looking for your perfect match out there, but you don't seem to totally find it. You can be kind of switchy as well with that Tower card. Suddenly you're just not into it anymore. Suddenly you're just over it. So yeah, so with the charismatic, you may have strong values next to that Libra card. You may be very psychic or very intuitive, and that could just be on a level of what's right for you. You may be very animated and very expressive of, you know, your ideals, and this may really draw people into you because they feel like, you know, they share the same ideals, or they really respect your ideals and your morals and values, even if they're not the same. They may like the influence that you hold over them and other people, and you could have like a spiritual energy about you, even if you're not religious. These people often seem like they're touched by God, you know, they seem like they have a higher purpose. This can often be seen as like the golden child, or the one, somebody who's favoured on a spiritual level. You know, someone who's blessed, who gets what they want, are kind of lucky in some way, shape or form. And you just have this confidence about you. So you could be a Gemini, Sagittarius, or an Aquarius as well. But your presence is definitely felt by these people, and I feel like it's definitely missed as well, like I want to say that. And I feel like once you draw them in with your charisma, watching you, and the glitch. Okay, so once you draw them in by your charisma, that's when you go to the ideal lover stage, you know. Because I don't really think many people are just one type. I really do identify with like a lot of these. There's like 2 of them that I don't really identify with. I could tell you some stories, guys. But anyway, you can become quite manipulative when you want to get what it is that you want. Because Libras and that Libran energy knows how to please. It knows how to please the other, or put the other first, or how to make peace. It can be seen as quite submissive, but it's kind of sneaky at the same time. Or not even submissive. This is the thing. I feel like for you to be submissive, and I feel like this is a thing in our whole culture nowadays, like men want women to be submissive, like women are meant to be submissive and blah blah. You don't submit to just anything or anyone. Like, you're not weak. You submit. When somebody is being submissive, they're still ultimately having the power, because they are deciding to submit. They're not like, oh, I'm so fucking weak, I can't do anything, this person's just gonna come and rule my fucking life. No, they're not. So I feel like with you get in a submissive energy with people, and it gets really intense, like really, really quickly, okay? Because it's like you want to know them. You want to find out, is this my soulmate? Is this the person that I've been looking for? So you'll get to know somebody well. You'll figure them out. You'll, you know, want to know everything about them, what it is that they like. Even in the bedroom, you may learn their body really well. You'll be a very good lover. I feel like you could be very patient. Again, we've got Scorpio energy, or even Venus in Scorpio, Neptunian energy, Venetian energy, Cancer energy. But you can come off as a bit like a fuck boy or a fuck girl. Or for some of you, maybe this is something or someone you've dealt with. But oftentimes we don't want to hear the qualities that can be perceived as negative about ourselves. But let's just listen to it with an open mind, guys. Doesn't have to be you though. But yeah, you can be very flattering. And this energy that you hold can be really intoxicating, because it's like you share their vision of love, okay? And you really, not you really do, but you're able to pull it out of them. Like, what's your vision of love? How do you want to be loved? What do you think your perfect love's like? And you can kind of morph into that person while you're pulling it out of them. But as you get it out of them more and more, you realize, oh, that isn't my vision of love, so don't think you're the one. See ya. And then you go into this coquette energy where it's like brain training them. So you may be playing mind games, you know, you may seem really interested and then not interested at all. I feel like a lot of people want to just come in and like swoop you off your feet. They don't want to be cut off with you, because it feels like it can go anywhere with you, like anything is possible. And it's almost kind of, there's like a Piscean energy where it's like hazy. I'm surprised the siren didn't come up, because it can be like hard to see the real you, because the charismatic card is Aquarian. So it's giving me even, I think I wrote this on another card, but like moon in, that's the star card. But yeah, it is giving me like moon in the 11th house a bit, or some sort of Piscean placement like that, where you don't really know the person that you're dealing with. You have an idea of them, and whatever you think of them is really just a projection. It isn't really who they actually are. You tend to do that for people, and not only that, but then you go into this ideal lover kind of energy. So it's like they just want more and more. They feel so intoxicated. It's like you're the one that got away. So watching you, I feel like you have a lot of people who will stalk you, especially from your younger years as well. Some of you guys may be married now, and some people, oh, Eros and Leo, some of you may have some, you know, times with some celebrities, okay, or you're a celebrity. I feel like people, I did a reading on this on TikTok, people want to be seen with you. Like, people want other people to know that they've dated you, or, you know, you're off limits is what I'm hearing. So yeah, public displays of affection, starstruck, heart connection, sex in public, sex with a celebrity. I'm going to finish these cards because this one was a bit, some of these have got loads on them and then some of them don't have nothing. But yeah, because when they do connect with you, you really do connect on a heart level, because you're trying to understand what it is that they want, and because you're really trying to figure them out. I do feel like for some of you guys, you've had a glow up, and you may not have been in a position in life where things worked out for you a lot. You may have been a bit of an underdog at one time. I feel like you've always had a beautiful face, okay, with that Libra energy there. I feel like you've always been attractive, but you haven't always been the way you are now, if that makes sense, as refined. That's kind of what I'm getting, more of a refined energy. And yeah, so I feel like you see yourself in your true light now, or for who you really are, and you actually, like, you know, really understand yourself and value yourself. And I feel like you guys are really manifesting and allowing yourself to win at the moment. So yeah, with this coquette energy, once you realize that they're not necessarily your ideal lover, you're kind of stuck in that role. So you kind of have to like freeze them out a little bit. So this is where it gets a bit narcissistic. I've got Scorpio, Capricorn. So people who have a lot of Scorpio and Capricorn in their chart together give this kind of energy. They can be fucking mean as fuck. Like, it's just like, why? Like, they can just be so icy cold and then just so into you. And this gives, you know, the whole kind of, no, this isn't the love bombing, that other one's love bombing. But yeah, they can seem so into you, but so independent, like a tease. Restrictive with how much attention they show or how much love they show your way. So you may be a kind of a trophy to a lot of people, and they all want to be seen with you. They all want other people to know that actually I'm the one that ended up with pile number one. Pile number one's heart belongs to me. But the reality is it doesn't. I don't feel like it does. You could be in a relationship where you feel like you found your love match. I'm not trying to be rude, but you may have had to go through a few different relationships to find that. I feel like people get emotionally attached to you because you can be very warm and then very, very cold. It's like they can't reach you after a certain, that's like, yeah, strong air sign energy. But you can also be very, very seductive. Just the tip. Okay, just the tip. That could be a thing with you guys, but you know, you could just give them just a little bit as well. Money talk. So some of you guys may have married for money, or you're looking for a relationship that is gonna with no judgment, be able to meet the financial standards that you hold within your life, whatever they may be. So sugar daddy, mama, expensive taste, well dressed, money talk. So you may be open to dating people like that, or you may have got trapped in a connection like that, or you may have got trapped in a connection with a dusty. So now you're like, nah, I'm not. If I'm gonna get trapped, I'm gonna get trapped with somebody who's got money and who's gonna, you know, cater for me, and I'm not gonna have to be catering for them. So I feel like when you're ready to do your hair and your makeup, you look on point. Like, but that's kind of what I get. Like, you've got this glow up energy. I feel like you've always had a very attractive face, whether you're male or female. You could have dimples, you know, typically just quite, Cancer's quite cute. Yeah, just typically quite a pleasing face. That's what the Libra energy gives. But I feel like when you do up, you know, alright, if you're a guy, you go get a trim, you put on a little clothing or whatever, you look amazing. Like, you are an insta baddie. Yeah, dusty. Maybe you used to be dusty, who knows. But I feel like you got trapped up with Dusties, and maybe they were able to convince you that you was a Dusty for a minute, but you ain't, baby. You know this. Okay, so with the Ace of Swords in reverse, I feel like, and the Two of, am I taking, oh, I should have clarified this. Should I take reversals or not? Should I take reversals or not? That's a reversal. Should I take reversals or not? That's not a reversal. Why am I doing that? Because I don't want to take the reversals. All right, I'm just going to read how I'm going to read. I'm going to flip them at the same time. So with this Eight of Swords in reverse, people may be trying to get out of their head, because it's like they kind of feel like you're a head fart. They kind of feel like you're just a voice in their head or a distant memory. You may not be active in their life. I just get this energy of people find it hard to actually get over you, and you cause people, some of you, I'm hearing like some people may feel like they've had like a bit of a mental breakdown over you, or like dark night of the soul through having a relationship with you. I do feel like people do want to get you pregnant or get pregnant by you as well. With the Two of Cups here, I feel like people will say, yeah, that person needs to stop dating, they need to slow down, they need to focus on themselves and love themselves. You got a bit of narcissism in you, so you definitely love yourself, hun. But I feel like you make people realise certain things about themselves, like, wow, I really fell for that. I really, you know, can't stop thinking about this person. I need to concentrate on myself. I need to focus on myself. Especially if you are in another relationship, or they believe you to be in another relationship. I feel like as well, some of you may not be totally truthful, which isn't something that I typically find with well-placed Libra or Libra rising, when actually I've got a lot of Saturn in my chart, like I said, but oftentimes we're known for being truthful, even if it's not to the person's face. But if they ask us, we'll be like, yeah, I did say that because I felt like blah 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 blah. So yeah, some people may feel like you are a little bit two-faced at times, or you don't tell the truth, but I feel like they like it. They try and get out of their head, like, well, why would they say that? Because there's something about your energy of when you're saying and doing these things, it really connects with them, because it's like you truly do believe it at the time, but you're just not vibing with it after. So yeah, people find it really hard to cut themselves loose from you or cut you off. I don't think people cut you off. I think you cut people off. Not only do they not have the chance, but I don't feel a lot of people have the willpower. There's just something, I feel like you're very good with your words, okay? You can place a seed somewhere and watch it grow, watch it sprout in somebody's mind. You can seduce somebody just with your words alone. You may have a very cute voice or a nice voice, because the Libras often have nice voices as well. 10 of Swords. So yeah, when people are being seduced by you, they feel worried. Like, you may get a lot of serious suitors and people that want to marry, because they feel worried about you ending up with somebody else. They don't want to see that. I feel like as well, if you're feminine, it's really quite shocking to the masculines that you deal with how the tables may turn, okay? They may feel like a bit more feminine in dealing with you. I'm not saying that you have super strong masculine energy, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, because Libra is actually the masculine manifestation of Venus. Taurus is the feminine manifestation. But it's something about the way you make them feel in their mind. It's like they struggle to, yeah, they struggle to release themselves. Like, he's in bondage, she's like tying him up there. And maybe with it in reverse, it's like they want to be tied up, you know? They want to get away from you, but at the same time, they don't. Or maybe that's what it is. They're embarrassed that they don't want to get away from you. It's like, oh my God, I should just want to leave this person. They're just doing so much. And I want to say as well that Libra Scorpio energy axis can be a bit crazy. So you guys can be a bit crazy. I wanted to say, oh, I want to leave this person. They're just so crazy. So people may be saying that about you. But at the same time, they actually want to commit to you. So It's wild. It's wild. I feel like people feel that they've got to court you properly as well. They've got to give to this. They've got to give to you. They can't come out looking broken, dusty, because they know you're not going to accept them. I feel like some people may tell lies about certain things or their finances, but that doesn't work with you because you're very kind of strict about rules when it comes to things like that. Big mad. So I feel like you have a lot of people big mad. A lot of people are, you know, jealous, or like exes of your exes are jealous or hating on you, or even your exes are like big mad of the way things ended, or just that the relationship didn't go where they wanted it to go. So Eros in Pisces. Okay, so some of you guys may have an Eros in Pisces or Mars in Pisces, which is, Mars in Pisces is really actually really nice. The way they are so willing to please their partner. They can be submissive, yeah, sure. But it's not always, like I said, that blatant submissive, like, oh, tie me up and do all this crazy shit to me. It's more like, I really just want to please you. Like, I want to see you get yours. What does it take? How do I work you? What buttons do I need to press? Obviously not asking so direct like that, and that's what makes it genuine, because they pull it out of you. So you guys may have some strong Piscean energy in your chart. Anything to please you, making love to music. Somebody could have a foot fetish, but they don't have to. Do you know what I noticed? Mars in Pisces or Eros in Pisces people like ears. That sounds weird, but they like kissing ears, but like really kissing ears. That is something I have noticed. And yeah, they may like to be submissive, or you could be connecting with somebody with that energy, and that's why this is such a turn on and such a draw out for them. Because I feel like whoever you're dealing with, or even who you are, you're not submissive. Like, I'm not being rude. Obviously, everyone has different levels to whatever they want to be or however they want to be. But you're not submissive because you're weak. Like, you know, some people out here just trying to be submissive to everything and everyone. It's like, fuck. You're going to get treated like a fucking trash bag, like a plastic bag in the fucking wind. Do you know what I mean? If you're submissive to everyone and everything. But you're very selective about who you show that side to, and you can pull that out in people. So sometimes people didn't know they had that side in them, that willingness to please, or that desire to make another person so happy, just because it pleases you to see them pleased, and it's kind of addictive for them once they do. Yeah, so protect yourself. I feel like sometimes people feel they have to protect their heart a little bit with you, I'm not gonna lie. I'm hearing that stepping all over my heart. What's that? Footprints on my heart. Eros in Gemini, talk dirty to me. Okay, that card didn't get finished either. So you guys may like a lot of talk, dirty talk, mental stimulation. You could be a sapiosexual as well. I feel like you really get inside people's heads. You're looking for the one. Liar, liar. So you may have told some lies, or you may be very good at discerning when people lie. Maybe people feel that they can't lie to you, like you see right through them. Eros in Aries. So I don't know if I'm picking up on an older energy, but like competition, like a competitive partner, rough sex, getting down and dirty, somebody who speaks quite direct. Now with this Libra energy, that can oftentimes be a turn off, but it can also sort of be a turn on. Like, how dare you speak to me like that, you piece of shit. It's really exciting at the same time. So let's get physical, take me now, sex on the first date, quickie, sudden desires. So I feel like a lot of people can get those, you know, really strong sudden desires with you guys. So yeah, you've got charismatic, coquette, and the ideal lover. Baby, you are hot, you are popping, okay? You get these people fucking confused and trapped up about you. They can't stop thinking about you. And I feel like for some of you, this is years down the line. People still have you on your mind, on their mind. So that is what I've got for you, pile number one. You're definitely a force to be reckoned with. You're a big deal. You have a big energy. People feel your presence when you come in the room. And I feel like you really stand for what you believe in, and like you mean what you say as well. So that's very admirable. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Oh my god, I remembered to write it down. It just popped into my head. I'm really fucking doing it today. Jesus. I am just doing so good. What's this? These are all empties. Okay, cool. One sec, guys. Let me just gather myself because, you know, 29. Oh, let's just say. Okay. So, pile 2, the gold pen. So, pile 2, I'm going to explain your cards. I'm going to shuffle and get your archetype out. So this is the kind of like wild card or party favor, and this is how people may feel when dealing with you. Hiding their intentions. Oh Lord. Release your ex. So this is kind of like your love style or your seduction style, how you typically play it out. Love yourself first, release your ex. How people feel when they are being, you know, seduced by you. I want to turn that up right, but I'll read it how I'm gonna read it. So you chose the gold pen. Who, what the heck is this on my hand? Oh, that's pen marks. Who you are when you're seducing somebody, and who you are really. Okay, so you're a lover. You're a big lover. You're a big mood, I want to say. And with the lovers and the chariot card there, the Cancer energy. Ugh. Cancers are just the babies of the zodiac. They are just so sweet, yet so sour and mean at the same time when they're ready. But yeah, Cancers. Okay. So, hiding your intentions. I feel like you guys could have learnt some kind of defense mechanisms from past love relationships for some of you guys. I'm just organizing these cards so I can just vibe with them a little bit more. Okay, and let's get your archetypes. Ooh, you got the Star and the Siren. Yes, that's a blank card. Should we get you one more archetype? That's also, oh no, that's not a blank. The Ideal Lover. Damn, people get lucky when they get you. You may have a little bit of a coquette in you as well. I'll take the coquette. I feel like you may start off as a coquette, like little, I wouldn't even say lingering looks. Coquette will like give you a look and send some energy your way, like, oh wow, you're sexy. And then maybe a week later you're, you know, brave enough to send it back and they're like, why the fuck are you looking at me? Like, have you seen that thing on Instagram? Can I help you, motherfucker? That's the energy. But you know why they're looking at you. You know what you did. You know what it's about. So that gives me like Leo, Libra energy. I feel like you're naturally very seductive, but you can pull away quite quickly. And I feel like you do that again as a mechanism, because I feel like when you love somebody, you fucking love them. Like, you really, really do. You could have Venus in Cancer, like moi, or you could just have really strong Cancer placements. You could have Mercury in Cancer as well. So you may think about those that you love a lot. What is this? Gemini. You could have strong Gemini energy in your chart. Virgo, Cancer, fire sign, Gemini, Virgo again. So with the Magician card here, you are powerful. Fuck. Pile number 2, you are fucking powerful. When you decide that you want somebody, there is not a thing they can do about it. And I kind of get that energy of like getting your claws out. Like sometimes that's what I think, like, oh, I can not get my claws in someone, but like, you know how a cat kind of, when they're about to get comfortable, sometimes they get their claws out and they kind of claw wherever they're about to get into and just settle down. Especially if it's your lap, it's fucking annoying. You're like, why are you doing that? But that's that kind of energy. It's like, I can really settle down into this. I can really enjoy this person. I feel like you don't deal with any old riffraff. I feel like you've met some of the other archetypes, maybe the, what is it, the dandy and all the other ones, and you're not fucking here for it. That siren energy, that real siren energy hits with the Ideal Lover, whoo, and the Star card. You can't just be out here giving that to dandies and whoever, and do you know what I mean? Because I feel like those people kind of, again, all right, don't tell the other parts I said this, but you know, that energy to me personally feels like it can be a little bit easy to impress sometimes, you know? And you're not here for the, it's not that you don't want it easy, but it's special. You're special. So yeah, you guys could be star seeds. You may or may not resonate with that. So with this Nine of Wands card, who are you? You're somebody who has been through a hard time in love, okay? You have learned some lessons. Like, shit, I want to swear so much in this reading because it's like, damn, you have really learned some stuff, okay? You've learned things when it comes to love relationships. You've learned how to put yourself first. You've learned how to manifest what it is that you want. You still have this kind of youthful, bouncy energy about you. You're still excited to experience love and to be involved with another person. But you also know when to pull back and when to give your energy to people. Again, I'm not throwing the dandies under the bus. That's the only other one I can remember, to be honest. But it's like, if you're dealing with somebody like that, you're just gonna go coquette. I feel like that's your thing. Like, you'll go coquette to just test them out, just to see, you know, come off with your strong independent energy, be seductive but distant. You give them just a little bit, go warm then cold, and you'll see how they react to you. So when you're going cold, does their attention go elsewhere? You know, are they one of those people that have fucking, you know, some people just have them fucking eyes where they just, you know, hungry and shit? That's embarrassing. Nobody wants you, okay? Nobody wants no hungry ass, dusty ass person out here. And I'm sorry, you're way too good for that. You, part number 2, are way too fucking good for that shit. So you will test people out. And yeah, you could continue to do your little coquette thing and seduce them a little bit more, reel them in and whatever. But I feel like you'd kind of discard them from then. Like, you know, okay, you're not worth my energy or my time. You can come off as a little bit mean or a little bit narcissistic. With the Star card and the coquette energy, sometimes you may come off as though you think you're better than people. It's not that you think you're better than people, but you know, if people feel that love's a game and you just go around sleeping with everybody and everything and whatever, you don't feel like that. You value it. You see it as something special. You know that you're special. You know your value. You know your worth. So if they can't see that, or they don't understand that about themselves yet, then you know more than them. You know better than them, at least. So yeah. I feel like so this has been a thing that you've had to learn when it comes to love relationships. I feel like you have experienced a lot of hurts. I feel like you're somebody who is very connected to the divine. You have like infinite wisdom, and that's what this whole Star card is. I feel people, even though they're like, oh, who's this bitch? She thinks she's better than everyone. At the same time, they don't quite get you. The Star card gives me Moon in the 11th house. Some of you could be insta-famous or want to be insta-famous. The chances are, if you've pulled this combination, you could probably be insta-famous, TikTok famous or whatever, anything like that. An actual star, movie star, singer, whatever. Because you have the X factor, you have that appeal, you have the look, you have the ways, you know. You would just fit in with that kind of energy. But I kind of get for some of you that you find those people to be that way of being a little bit, you know, shallow or boring. Maybe you've watched a lot of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians or something, you're like, oh my god, I could not, I'd end it all if I had to be around these people all the time. Yeah, so bear with me guys, because I was meant to be in bed. I'm not even gonna check time. I'm not even gonna check time, because you know I was meant to be in bed a long time ago. And I do have other things, I do have actual things to do, but really had to do this read. I feel like as well you can come off as a little bit blunt or mean, because when you're ready to just be like, no, Like when you say it's time and you're not giving somebody the time of day, you're genuinely not giving somebody the time of day, but your intuition is strong as well. Salt daddy, salt mama. Woo. So you may have come across, or people may say that about you, like you come across like, oh, you act like you've got loads of money, but we all know you're fucking broke. Why are you trying it? Who's that about? Let's see. I feel like you've got a lot of haters. Yeah, see, Eros and Leo, I feel like I just automatically pick up on this pile that people hate you, love you, but don't understand you. Silver Linings Playbook. Okay, so you may have had somebody who used money to control you. Salt daddies or salt mamas act like they have money, but they don't. Or they act like they have something that's valuable, but they don't. They could have loads of money and be very stingy with it and try and use it to control you. Or they could just be, you know, what's it? Put 30 grand in my account, my enemies are after me. That kind of shit. Or they could literally, you know, people are like, oh, well, why are you worried about the person's money? It may be that they're actually leading with their money. Like, oh, you know, I'd love to take care of you. I'd love to do this and that for you. But the reality is they don't have no fucking money. So, yeah, I feel like you guys are maybe looking for the one, or you thought you had found the one. I feel like you guys may have more than one soul. Well, everyone has more than one soulmate, but more than one, you know, really heartfelt kind of connection to experience in this world. And I feel like by connecting with people on a heartfelt level, it almost seemed crazy, you know. People may have treated you like you was crazy for wanting to give love and wanting to be loved. They're crazy, more for them, because I can see from this pile, you guys are literally so amazing. So amazing. So when you're pursuing the object of your affection, you let them know, you know, you're independent. I don't need you. You're not about to control me with no money out here. I am the one, honey. All right? I am the one. I know who I am. Sorry, guys, as well. You might be a Leo, because I'm just thinking about myself. There's this guy on TikTok and he does like impressions of the signs, and he always does Leo last. I think he's saving the best for last, but then I think he's doing it to piss us off at the same time. But the things he says, they sound so narcissistic coming out of his mouth, but I've literally said so much of that. I'm like, how does he know me like this? But even that, I am the one, that is such a Leo statement. So you could be a Leo, or you guys could have been dealing with a Leo like, I am the one, I'm the only one for you. It doesn't get any better than this, you know. It does, honey, because you're here. I see him still going into that energy. I feel like you guys really show people that you make things happen. You don't need anybody else. You've got this very self-sufficient energy about you. And it's like, come be on my team. Come get with the winning team. Come over here. Like, you know I get... You know I get guys, you know I get girls. Shit, I can have both. I can have my pick of either gender if I fucking want. Like, people or the object of your affection, whoever you're seducing, they know that about you. And I get this energy of, you don't like to work too hard until you feel like you're really feeling them. But with that siren energy as well, this is about being very physically beautiful. So I think you guys are beautiful and attractive, yes, but not intimidatingly so, because that's the whole point of the siren card. That you have a pretty face, but it's not geometrically perfect, which makes it more pretty. I personally feel that. Maybe that's because I have a not geometrically perfect face, but I feel like it gives people more character, you know, the little quirks, or even what some people may see as flaws, you know. It gives the face a little bit more, to me, prettiness. You may feel like that, or if you don't, well, you need to hear that, because that's the truth. Like, you don't need to be perfect. And it's almost like this energy of like goddess-like, but in human form. So it's still kind of relatable. Taurus and Libra energy, Pisces energy, Cancer energy. So there could also be a little bit of danger about you, because I kind of feel like people feel their pride could be wounded by being with you. And I feel like if anyone gets with you, I just get the sense that you have a lot of eyes on you. You may not be famous, you may not be Instagram famous, but even if it's just where you live or at your workplace, people fucking watch you. Do not let them fool you, okay? You have haters, but your haters kind of admire you at the same time. And I do get that you have haters, dusty hoes out here, dusty people. I got a hoe card, sometimes that comes out together, dusty hoe. I'm like, phew, rude. But yeah, maybe these people, I feel like you get people of both genders who are interested in you, to be quite honest. I feel like people assume a lot about you, okay? They don't dare ask you the things that they assume, but they just assume things about you, like they know you. Eros and Scorpio, deep connection, addictive sex, power plays. So your sex may be very addictive to a lot of people. It's the deep connection that you crave or that you put out there, and that really, really draws people in. I feel like you can be, especially with that Gemini energy, your mind can change, or even like the tone of your voice. You can convey so much with, and you probably have a very nice voice, especially with this Gemini energy in the siren. You could sing, or you just have a nice sounding voice, but the tone of your voice can convey so much of your emotions. And I just get this sense of people don't want to feel your displeasure because they felt your pleasure. They know how it feels to have you smile on them. They know how it feels to have you, you know, happy with them, or to feel, I feel like this sounds so cheesy, but like your laugh is like a warm sunshine. Like when, you know, like when the sun comes on somebody's face, that just hearing your laugh, there's something like warm about you, really warm. But when you're cold, you're cold. And yeah, I'm surprised the sun card didn't come up, to be honest. But like when you shine on people, or when you're warm to people, when you take that away, they didn't realize how cold it was before you came around, or how dark it was before the sun went away, you know. It's that kind of energy. Friend. Okay, I feel like you have a lot of friends that get crushes on you. I feel like you have a lot of friends that may be secretly jealous as well. A lot of people in the friendship zone. Sorry, I need a drink. I don't know if I can get through these whole 2 piles right now, you know. Crazy. But yeah, with this siren energy, it's really about being sexy, being in your, you know, strong feminine energy, allowing yourself to be emotional and allowing it to ebb and flow. But this energy just really gives me like watery, so you can slip through somebody's fingers so easily if they don't handle you right, and people are aware of that with you. So sometimes you may get people who stare you down, watching your ass every fucking 5 minutes. Yes, with the Lovers card here, yeah, them thick thighs, because she's thick here. And there's a lot of intense eye contact going on here. Especially when you're going about your business, there's people who feel like, you know, they'd love to come your way, but they're a 6 and you're a 9. It's the embarrassment they'd have to face with you knocking them back. Or it's like, if you're not handled correctly, they're just not sure if they know how to handle you. So don't get like, oh, why is nobody coming up to me? Am I not gorgeous? Am I not sexy or whatever? You know, you look like you're a fucking 10. You know this, okay? You know this. But some people just aren't on your level, wherever it is. I don't know, maybe you need to go to different places. If you're struggling to meet somebody, you need to go to different places. Because I did kind of get that feeling about like, oh, you think you're better than us. It's like you're energetically up here, but wherever you are, and the majority of people that you're around, the energy is more like here. So you don't really have that many matches in your current situation, work environment, social circle, school, I don't know, but that's kind of what I'm getting for you guys. I feel like people are low-key intimidated by you for various different reasons. You may have strong 8th house in your chart as well, and it's just very, very sexy. I feel like you've got a very nice body whatever size, shape you are, you carry that well. People are very attracted to that. You may, you know, really know how to dress nicely. You will smell good. You like to look good. And I feel like you've got those come to bed eyes. And with the siren card, you know, it's not that sirens are always walking around like that and fucking looking like, oh, come to bed. But when you want to turn that on, it's a done deal. You know exactly what you're doing. You know how to do it. You'll have the person come to you and then tell you about, I feel like people want to be the ideal lover for you as well. That can be quite intimidating, but they'll tell you like, oh, what it is that they want, or they want to find out about you, what it is that you want, because they want to please you. I feel like you may have people that sometimes get obsessed with you. I feel like you have people that you don't know that well, okay? People that you wouldn't automatically think of, because to be honest, they don't even really feel like a factor, who are obsessed with you. Because the star card is like, you know, that celebrity kind of status. So it's like they know of you. You may not know them. You may not know them. You're so close, but yet so far. So these could be people that you see all the time, but you don't see them. Do you know what I mean? Like, that sounds kind of rude, but fuck it, it is what it is. I feel like you're a projection as well in a lot of people's minds. They assume so much shit about you that you seem like the ideal, because nobody really knows you or who you are or what you're about. So that's interesting. You may have met a lot of fuckboys. I feel like, what's that ideal lover card? Oh, big mad. I feel like you have people big mad sometimes because they feel like you are their ideal and you should want them, you should love them. Eros in Cancer. Because when you love so deeply. Deep connections, breast play, pregnancy. So people may want to get you pregnant. What else about Eros in Cancer? Yeah, they're just very intense, very loving, very, you know, cuddly. There could be food play as well, Eros and Cancer. Like, it's whatever. But yeah, I just get this strong kind of Cancer energy off you guys. But you don't have to be Cancer, but you've probably got it somewhere, you know, prominent in your chart. So yeah, people really want to impress you when you're seducing them. They feel really impressed by you. And I kind of get, when you're seducing people, you really, you know, whether you mean, I don't think you mean to, but you make them feel insecure. All of a sudden, people notice all the shit that is wrong with them, or in all the ways that they might not measure up, okay? Broke, yeah. Some of you could have been dealing with people who are broke and jobless. Body worship. Again, I feel like you've got a really hot fucking body and people like love it. Secret crush in reverse. So I feel like you've got people that have crushes on you. It's not necessarily a secret to the people around them, but you just don't you just don't know. You don't care. They don't come up in your vision like that. You know, you're just not there for them. I feel like you've got people trying to manifest you left, right and center. It could be somebody who can't handle rejection well, has a crush on you, so they haven't come forward. You're a very strong manifestor. The line Witch and Wardrobe is about manifesting. Some of you may be about to manifest a home move, or just you've glowed up, you've leveled up. Family could be very important to you, obviously. Eros and Cancer, the Cancer energy coming through. I feel like you look like a fucking celebrity without even, like, you know, realizing it. And I feel like when you step into that siren energy, it's just different with you, pile number 2. It is just different. They can't do it like you. And I feel like your exes get really obsessed, like you stay on their minds. I feel like people love your voice, the things that you say. It's really hot to them. I don't know them. See, I told you, I feel like there's so many people that, even like with this love yourself first energy, I feel like you have genuinely learned to cultivate self-love, okay? I feel like you've had to go away from certain relationships that were so fucking important to you, that meant so much to you, and you had to go away from that, or it was taken away from you, or whatever, however it goes. And in that you've learned this level of self-love. So when you feel good about yourself, you just put out this energy without even realizing. And people that you don't know feel like they don't have any closure over you, because you know you had a moment in the store. And in the store, I really need to stop watching fucking readings, because loads of people will be American, they'll be like, yeah, in the store. I'll be like, yeah, in the store. I also used to cuss my daughter about that, like, you're not American, can you stop? But I don't watch TV, I literally just watch YouTube. But yeah, so they feel like they've got no closure because they saw you in the shop. Yeah. People you don't know talking about you. I feel like there's so many people that have your name in their mouth, and they all think different shit about you. They all assume different shit. The thing with the sorry, I can't stand that dry mouth sound when you're watching a read or somebody talk. The thing with the star card is, or the celebrity effect, we all feel like we fucking, you know, we don't know our favourite celebrity, but we know that we know them, because, you know, we just feel like there's something kind of in common because they wrote that song and you really related to it, or you just really vibe with the way they do their work. You know that if you met this person, you just get along because you've seen so much of their personality already, you know. Obviously, that's completely a projection. And we don't really know those people at all, but I feel like that's how people feel about you. You may have some people with the blue ticks, you know, up in your DMs or wanting to get to know you. You may be somebody who has a blue tick. I've seen people with really low numbers with blue ticks, and some people still be struggling to get a blue tick, but that's a whole nother conversation. Music. So music could be really important to you. You guys could sing, you could write, you could, you know, use your voice in some way or some capacity. But if you do sing, your voice is spellbinding. Please know that now. Mars in Taurus, I know what I want and I know how I want it. Okay, so I feel like you've got this newfound power. I feel like a lot of people are secretly watching you and hiding their intentions. Eros and Aries, I feel like you've got a lot of people that are actually in competition with you. They fantasize about you and they think about having like rough sex with you, okay? They feel like they're in competition, but they're a 6 and you're a 9. So it's like, are you 69? You know, people wanna do things to you. That's the Cancer sign, 69. It makes sense. Like, it all comes together, guys. It all comes together. So yeah. Anything else? Ho. I feel like people are saying that about you, you know? Like, yeah, that person's a hoe. Baby, pregnancy, twins, okay? So you guys may have kids, or people may be talking about a pregnancy. I feel like somebody, again, is dark and disturbedly, scarily obsessed with you. They make weird accusations about you, and this person may be under the influence a lot. I feel like it could be a female, and I feel like it could be a friend, and I feel like this person's low-key at the same time kind of sexually attracted to you or turned on. Eros and Capricorn, work for it, punishment, own that ass, domination, you're mine, no one else's, sex with your boss, daddy. Okay, so you may have somebody with strong Capricorn energy who is really into you, but this person is a liar, and I feel like you know that. I feel like this person may have caught you on the wrong day one time, or they will catch you on the wrong day, because you can pick up on their energy. You kind of know that this person isn't necessarily to be trusted, but it's hard to walk away from. And you feel that you'd end up being trapped in that situation. And I feel like there'd be a lot of envy around it as well. Okay, interesting. Okay, so when you are seducing this person, how does the object of your desire feel? So also, can I just say, when you come towards people, they feel fucking flattered. Like, they know they're nice. They know they're nice when you come towards them. If they weren't sure, they're like, nah, shit, pile number 2 wants me. I know I'm nice. I know I'm nice. Because you're like the full package. So, 3 of Wands. Yeah, again, people are envisioning it, they're manifesting it. They're like, yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on pile number 3. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. I'm going to have them like this. We're going to be up against a wall. We're going to do all this shit. And these people may have never spoken to you. They may have never had a real conversation with you, but they genuinely have so much passion towards you. I feel like, again, what I said about suddenly they don't feel good enough. Okay, they want to get with you. They want to get with you, they want to experience you, but then suddenly it's like, oh shit, pile number 2, man. Like, I wanna do all this stuff with pile number 2, but making it a reality is like, am I making enough money? Do I look good enough? Like, am I where I need to be? You know, they kind of need to get into this love themselves first energy that you've cultivated, because that is very much your style. You're not into people who don't love themselves or respect themselves, or, you know, you're not here to save a hoe. You're not here to, you know, rescue a bad boy or anything like. You're not into that shit. People need to come correct. They need to get their shit together, because you certainly have. I feel like they'll do anything to make you happy. I feel like you guys may have really put an X on the pedestal at one point. This person could be a Gemini or a Cancer, Virgo. But I feel like you realise now that actually you are already perfect, and you accept yourself for who you are and how you are. I feel like, again, a lot of people hide their intentions. So people could just be really fucking nice to you. You may have pretty privilege, okay? People just really nice to you. They may go out of their way to help you, or just people start smiling and shit when you walk in the room. Sometimes it's like, well, what the fuck, why the fuck are we smiling? Is there a joke I don't know about? Am I the fucking joke? Like, why the fuck do you keep doing that? But I just genuinely feel like people feel so happy to see you. It's just that kind of energy. You're a lot of people's ideal lover. So you can be very patient when you are into somebody, and you can, you know, love bomb them. There is a bit of a manipulative energy around that, because you can kind of get people to do what they want, whatever you want, and that's where that 10 of Cups comes in. You know, she's like, okay, go get that for me over there. This is nice, but I'd like this too. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll go get that for you. He's just like so happy to just be useful. He's happy to be there. And she's just living lavish, you know. So I feel like people want to please you. 6 of Cups in reverse, and I feel people who lost you wish they could go back to the good old days. For some of you, there's somebody in particular that wishes they could go back to the good old days of when you didn't have the self-love that you have now. Because, you know, they were able, as a 6, they were able to get with a 9. They were able to do that. But they can't do that anymore, because you now know yourself, you know, like, your energy. But I feel like you inspire a lot of fantasies, a lot of passions. I do even get a little bit of, you know, people could be in relationships, but they secretly fantasize about you. They secretly think about you. In Silver Linings Playbook card came out, and it said, I'm just going to read the bottom bit of it. Okay, so love yourself and others in entirety, and take the ex or the dream person off the pedestal. You're already perfect. We've got release your ex here, and I was picking up on that kind of energy. So there was a situation that you had to walk away from, and it did mean a lot to you. For whatever reason, that was the lesson that needed to be learned at the time. It doesn't mean that you wasn't good enough, and it's kind of like, I want to conquer this person. I'm that fucking bitch. I should have been able to conquer this person. Give me another go round. Give me another go round. Because I'll get, like, I will have them eating out the palm of my hand this time. And they could do me like that. It's like that kind of energy. But other people in life isn't necessarily a video game where you need to complete every level perfectly. So that's just food for thought there. Pile number 2. But I feel like, yeah, people really let you in. They really project their version of love onto you. They really project their version of beauty. And like I said, I think you're very hot. I think you're very beautiful. I think you're a 9, 10, whatever. Looks wise, you are very beautiful. But there's also something about you, because it's that star card of you're like us. Not you're like us, but better or shinier. But you're still human, okay? It's like you still have this, otherworldly quality about you, but you're still human. And obviously, you know what the sirens were. They were like the mermaids or whatever. that would start singing and, you know, look beautiful and give these beautiful eyes to sailors and draw them into the water to drown. Or how do we know they drowned? How do we know they didn't go and live with the sirens down at the bottom of the sea? But, you know, whatever. Traditionally, they drowned. So yeah, you do have this otherworldly quality, but it's something that you turn on. If that's the case, the sirens were always in the sea. It's just when they felt like, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna sing a little song today, we're gonna do our thing, we're gonna get some sailors. That's when they did all that. But yeah, I feel like people hide their intentions a lot with you. I don't think you realise how many different people's ideal or object of desire you are. I kind of just want to get some clarification because this is the last pile that I'm doing tonight. For my pile number 2s, I feel like I've called you pile number 3 quite a few times. Sorry guys if I have. For my pile number 2s, who is hiding their intentions? Okay, 7 of Swords. This is somebody that, this is that energy what I was talking about where you said this person's a liar. You may have felt disappointed, or this person may feel disappointed by you. They think you're very, very beautiful, okay? This person, you are it for this person. I don't think you understand how this person puts you on a pedestal. It's been the 6 of Wands. You are fucking everything to this person. So why are they coming up as that 7 of Swords shit? Okay, they're being sneaky. I feel like this person doesn't feel that they can actually offer you something. They're being sneaky because yeah, you're a 9 and they're a 6. They can't match you. And I feel like this person has a lot of pride when it comes to love. They want love to be equal. It could be Scorpio. This could be somebody from your past trying to come back. But they want to come back bigger and better than they did before. Anyone else who's like in love with pile number 2? Could have a Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. Somebody may have just suddenly realised that they had feelings for you. They could be from a workplace. Okay, you could have worked with this person or gone to school, gone to college, uni, even like school run or whatever. Shit, if you live near a college, this could be a teacher who works at the college, or do you know what I mean? An art class, or you know, something like that. If you do anything extracurricular, this person suddenly realised like, damn, I really got feelings for pile number 2. Like shit, what do I do with them? They want to fuck you, but you've left, you've gone. Yeah, I don't feel like you're receptive to this person. Anyone else who's got feelings for pile number 2? Got a Sagittarius. They planning, they plotting, they're scheming on how they can come to a place where it's calm with you. So maybe you guys had a falling out, or they're planning to make a love offer. Yeah, they love you. Anyone else? You've got an air sign as well who regrets the way things went down with you. They made a choice to end. They could have made a choice to end things with you and hold back from you. But they feel like you're their soulmate now. They feel like, oh, it's so clear to them. Okay, so who's these random people? I feel like you're not even going to know the random people. You know the random people where it's like, who, when I was saying like these people that are just in love with, oh, they're disappointed. Yeah, I feel like you don't even know them. They could be air signs. They could be Taurus. They're not people that you, an Aries. They're not people that you really count. A Pisces. You ain't worried about these people. I know it doesn't sound nice, but whoever these people, you're not really worried about them. You don't even really see them. 10 of Swords, you be cut up about other shit or other people. You ain't fucking worried about them. Alright, so that's what I've got for you, pile number 2. You did get a little bit of extra stuff there, so don't tell the other piles, please. But also feel free to pick another pile. The algorithm has been having a bit of trouble with me sometimes, so if you could like the video, that would help it to pick up on my videos and allow more people to get these messages. And yeah, just watch the reads. Obviously these are more like, you know, about you, so I don't mind I don't feel like I have to give the message about, you know, disempowering yourself through what a reader says. But honestly, take what resonates. If you hear something and you don't like it, laugh at it. That doesn't have to be your story. Like, I literally watch these collective reads all the time as though they're my soaps, because they're just so ratchet. Someone's always doing black magic, there's always some shit going down, and I just laugh at it because that's not my fucking life. So remember, we are manifesting our realities, because you guys are really strong manifestors. We're manifesting our realities, so take what applies to you or what you would like to experience and leave the rest of it behind. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye. Hi, Pile Free. So I took a break and now I'm back. It's a whole new day. So if you chose the blue pen, this is your seduction powers and your seduction archetype. Don't really know how exactly I'm gonna word this all when I choose the title. Okay, so this is the kind of additional message. What did I call it before? Party favor? What did I call that before? I don't remember. I might have to go back and look. So how people feel when they're being seduced by you, how you are when you're being seductive, your seductive energy, how that is, and who you are. Okay, so we're gonna pull from the archetypes and then we'll pull from my other deck with the Eros and all the other messages, just a whole load of random messages in there. Okay, so pile number 3. Just off the bat, I'd get a little bit of the coquette energy here with the 8 of Cups. But let's see what comes out for you guys. Ooh. Try to put some blank cards in here so I do have something to shuffle with, so it's not just... It's hard to shuffle them because they're so tiny and there's only a few. Okay, so we've got blank cards. I don't know them, that shouldn't have been in there, but we'll take that anyway. Coquette, see, I told you. Coquette energy. So the coquette is the tease, really. They give you a little bit and then they go about their business. The siren, we've already got that out. All like pile number 2. And the rake. Okay, so pile number 2 may resonate with you guys as well. Okay, so the coquette. I feel like you guys may unintentionally be the coquette. So some people may really know the energy well. They know what they're doing. They've read the book, or they just know how to get what it is that they want. And then some people, I feel like they just have not a script, but they just have ways about them when they're feeling someone. And I feel like you guys are unintentionally the coquette. So you could come off as a bit narcissist. You do like to feel that you have the upper hand in a relationship, or, you know, towards the object of your desires. You could be a bit of a tease. You're very independent, so you may not be sweating nobody, you know. So you may flirt and go about your business because you're good either way. This is a very seductive energy because it gives you some and then it pulls away, so it allows the person to chase. You could be a Gemini or attract a lot of Geminis. You could be an Aquarius or attract a lot of Aquariuses. Scorpio, Capricorn, you could have both those energies in your chart, because I find people with that are very intense but also have a lot of a lot of willpower and can restrict the self quite well. So that's that ability to pull away. So yeah, I feel like people get really drawn into you because you can come across as really emotionally distant. They know that you have the emotion there and that's what's attracting them. But when you're warm and then you go cold on them, it's like, whoa, that warmth, that was really it, you know? So I feel like you may be somebody who's really focused on your work, focused on your career. I do feel as though you have secrets, or you have a part of yourself that you don't share with very many people. I feel like once you leave somebody behind, you really leave them behind. See, Eros and Aquarius. Once you're done, you're done. And it's like you turn off your emotions towards people. Some of you, I want to say you might like porn, okay? Random. But some of you guys may have secrets in that you've got kinks or something like that. You may be somebody who is online a lot. And you may even like, you know, be part of a freaky, like a BDSM, joining up once a month to do whole heap of stuff kind of group. But you don't have to be. This may have come about, or your discovery of this, you know, darker side of yourself. Some of you guys may believe in like Illuminati and watch all those rituals and conspiracy theories and all that stuff as well. Sorry, just had to put that out there. That revelation about, you know, this darker part of yourself, whatever it is, may have come after you really stepping up and deciding you're going to manifest certain things in your life, which has really empowered you and allowed you to feel strong enough to chase whatever it is that you want. You may come from a family where the way that you want to live your life is very different from the way you was told to. Some of you may be single, okay, or your first love is your work. People need to fit into your schedule for you to be interested, but when you are interested, it needs to be, you know, sexual healing. It needs to be everything. I feel like people may get really attached and really addicted to your sexual energy because you probably have a very intense way about you when you're in that energy, and then when you're not, you're just not. And it's almost like people can sense it just beneath the surface, but if they are privileged enough to see that in you, that's when they're like, whoa, I cannot walk away from pile number 3. So yeah, you may be somebody who likes to, you know, look good, feel good, smell good, with the siren as well. I'm kind of getting, do you know what I'm getting? Sorry guys, this may or may not be your story. With the siren over the 4 of Wands, some of you like people who already have a partner. Some of you like to tempt people who you already feel like are in relationships, more money, more fun. I do feel like your money and your finances is like a big focus in your life. Chatty patty. I feel like you don't tell that many people your business because you're not into that. Ex of an ex. Some of you could have an ex that stalks you, or people still tell you about your ex to this day, and you're very wary of telling those people your business. But yeah, I feel like for a lot of people, you are like a fantasy as well. Because you may show so little of yourself or so little emotion to people in your everyday interactions with them, they really feel that there must be something deeper under the surface, and they can kind of project any kind of fantasy onto you. You may be very physically attractive. You could be somebody who really works out, takes care of your body. You could be very feminine when you're ready, but I kind of get this is a little bit of a manipulative energy because it's very feminine, because, you know, you're ready to receive, you want what you want. Some of you guys, yeah, it could be sugar baby, you know, you could be a sugar baby to a person who already has something else going on. And there are loads of people that are like that, in married but looking, what the fuck. But anyway, I'm not judging, but I'm thinking, when I've been on like sites before, whatever, and it's like married but looking, I always think in my head like, what the, you know. But yeah, I feel like once you find somebody that you're interested in, you play this kind of coquette role without knowing, but then you kind of slip into that ideal lover. So you want to figure them out, you're patient with them, if you feel that they're worth your time. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like you guys may be attracted to, could be like Venus in a 10th house, it could be like Venus in Capricorn. It's that kind of energy. You're moon in Capricorn, you're attracted to people with stability, moon in Taurus even, people with stability, people with money. People who have something to offer you, people who are not going to weigh you down. I feel like in the past you may have dealt with a lot of rakes, okay? A lot of the bad boy kind of energy, and you've fallen for that, and you may not fall for that again. And for some of you, you may have that reputation, whether you realize it or not. You may be very feminine, very seductive, but you may take what you want and you don't really care. You don't really care if the person's in a relationship. You don't really care if it's gonna last. Sometimes it's like, well, I know it ain't gonna last, but I want to enjoy myself. Shit. You know that they don't fit into your life, and to actually take somebody seriously, they need to I don't know how to explain it, like fit into your life, like for real. So yeah, you may play this rape part where where it's like, you just do what it is that you want to do. People know you're sexual, you have this desire, you have this intensity within you. Big people time, it needs to be fulfilled, you know. Exploits and affairs are common with this kind of energy. But also, I feel like you learnt this energy from someone else. So you could have been dealing with Aries or Pisces, somebody with strong Mars in their chart, possibly Gemini as well. With this energy, I feel like it makes me think of that song Baby It's Cold Outside, you know, where Tom Jones is playing the devil and she's like, oh, I've really got to go. He's like, yeah, no, just stay. And it's like, it's that energy of you know that you're gonna be seduced. Like, I need to leave now because I cannot with this person. I will not be able to, not even like I will not be able to hold myself together, but it's like, it's just kind of inevitable. And sometimes people feel like, I feel like there may be people around you who feel like it's inevitable that they're going to sleep with you, or it's inevitable that it's going to happen one day. It's just like a matter of timing. I think you are a very patient person. If you think something is worth waiting for, if you think something's worth it, it's worth the time, it's worth the effort. Some of you, again, may harbour a secret desire or a secret feeling towards somebody that you know in a workspace, possibly somebody that you know online or somebody that you know of. I don't get that you know this person super well, super intimately. And in your mind, you're giving them the old coquette now. But when you pull out that siren, baby, when you turn into that ideal lover, they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. They may be a bit of a rake, or they could be the ideal lover. Maybe you've, you know, see this person as an ideal lover in your mind. Let's get a bit more information about this. I feel like a lot of people see you. Wait, let's clarify who. Okay, there could be somebody, like, I'm getting a third party in this, okay, even with the 8 and the strength card with the karmic symbol. There could be a kind of karmic situation that's playing itself out here. Karmic doesn't even mean like, oh, karma, you know, this is because you did this wrong. It's just like, okay, a lesson that you want to learn, an energy that you're going to understand. I feel like there's somebody that sees you as the ideal lover, and because of this, you are envied by a lot of people. There could be people who are literally smiling in your face, but these people cannot fucking stand you, okay? And this person is a karmic. The situation could be very seductive, and this person could be a karmic for you. The person that's attracted to you could be a karmic, whatever. I'm not into that whole divine masculine, divine feminine, blah, blah, blah. Like, please, I'm sorry, but I don't believe in that. I believe we create our own realities. So this is just a story. This is just picking up on your energy. What resonates, resonates. What doesn't sound right to you or what you don't like to hear, leave it behind. It ain't for you, if that's the case. But yeah, so yeah, you may have a really strong draw or pull towards this person, and this person is a soulmate in some fashion, but there's another person involved in this situation, and this person doesn't like you because you come across as the ideal lover. Salt daddy, salt mama. Okay, see, we've had this mama, this sugar mama, sugar daddy thing. So you could be dealing with somebody who pretends to be rich, okay? That may be why it hasn't really taken off for you with this person, because they are not as rich as they appear to be. Or maybe it's somebody who uses money to control other people, or they lead with money that they don't actually have. I don't know which one's worse out of them, to be honest, but with Eros and Libra, they could be somebody who naturally attracts the opposite sex or whatever gender they're into quite easily. And with Eros and Cancer, they have very deep emotions. This is somebody who has the ability to really love you, like really deeply. There could also be a pregnancy, and this person may have a thing about breasts, or you may have a thing about breasts. Where are we getting this whole story? This is like a different reading compared to what I was doing yesterday, so I apologize if you're like, whoa, this is really, I picked another pile and this is really different. But I just feel like all of this doesn't apply to you. Who's the rake? Okay, Two of Swords. Somebody who you don't know the truth about. What's the truth about them? Are these reversed? Are these all... The deck is upside down, okay. Somebody that you've been holding back from, that you've been playing the coquette for. But I feel, yes, you don't know the truth about this person. This person is a soulmate, okay? And they do want to make you happy. But what's the but? Two of Cups. That's nice. Love relationship, but Three of Cups in reverse. There's some sort of third party. This person may already be in a love relationship and they've possibly lied about it, or they're trying to get out of it, or it's that they're not trying to get out of it. What? They're trying to get out of this other relationship or not? This person worries that if they come towards you, you'll end up leaving them anyway. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like, yeah, there is a bit of like a bad boy, bad girl around you. Why is this? Whoa. Sorry, I just had like loads of cards fall down because I've got like a stack of them. Right. My nails aren't even long and I'm just really struggling. Feeling rejected. Yeah, this person may be feeling rejected by you. And I kind of feel like as well, this person may be going after people who they feel sexually are going to do a load of different things that they want to do, okay? And they feel that you won't do these things because they just feel maybe that you're quite restricted in some way, shape or form. But I actually feel like you are a closet freak. Like, you got some ways about you. You got some tricks in that bag, pal free. So, yeah. Why is the ideal lover there? Okay, are these, again, I've got the deck reversed. So Knave of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. Okay, so I do feel like you guys are definitely dating around. I feel like there was some sort of disappointment in this soulmate relationship that caused you to, you know, start looking at your other options. I feel like you're dating around looking for the ideal lover. So you do have an ideal view on love. And even here it says Madonna and the Whore. Sorry to keep going on about like your sexual nature. Well, it's seduction, so I suppose that's part of it. But I do feel like you guys may come off as like a really like, oh, such a good girl. But when you're in the bedroom, it's a whole different situation. Or you may come off as like, oh, you know, really, really sweet boy. I would never. But again, when you're in the bedroom, when you're in the right setting with the right person, that's all I'm going to say. Because I want to stay monetized. That's all I'm going to say. And again, there's this Scorpio energy of you being really, really intense. I feel like you try and hold back from being so intense. It kind of scares you because you may love bomb other people and then withdraw from them. Almost like you're punishing them for making you feel so much towards them. Does that make sense? Five of Wands in reverse. You don't want to have to deal with any conflict or any hurt. In this card, he's looking at a man and a woman, and he seems to be like shocked and upset that... Well, he doesn't even seem to be shocked and upset. He seems to be a voyeur of some sort. But yeah, you don't want to see the object of your affection with somebody else. So it's not gonna hurt you as much if they don't know how deeply you feel for them. And then why's this siren energy out here? Okay, the Magician. So when you guys want something or you want somebody, that person cannot resist you. It's not happening for them, okay? You will annihilate the competition because you are naturally very passionate, very sexy. So you can be really cold and really just give people glimpses of that intensity, or you can be like smoldering. But once you turn on the smolder, and I said that before, like in the other pile, once this siren energy is activated, this is when you've seen something that you deem as truly worthy. It's on and popping. You could be a Libra, a Taurus, a Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, have strong 8th house energy. And again, I do get this energy even with the moon here, and it says it on the card, changes in mood, and you may play hard to get. You've got the coquette out as well, which is about playing hard to get. So I feel like people have a hard time figuring you out, but I feel like you have people trying to manifest you simply, not even just simply because, but because a lot of people, the idea of you being with somebody else is quite disturbing. Okay, so when you're in your energy of like seducing your person, you study them. You study them well. You want to know everything about them. You want to know what makes them tick. You want to see their ex. And sometimes you see the ex or the person they're currently dating and be like, is that the person? Not even to be rude, but it's like there's no competition. You already know there's none there. There's literally no competition there. Is this even fair for me to just roll up like this? Because there's no competition. And I think sometimes you stop yourself from going into situations and creating all this chaos or karma or whatever with these people because you're like cultivating this strength within yourself of just really picking and choosing what is valuable to you and what is worth it and what's worth your time, because you could pretty much have whoever you want whenever you want. I really get that you have a lot of options, and they're not down and out people. They're people who are doing well for themselves. I feel like if somebody doesn't make a certain amount of money, they hesitate coming towards you because you have this I don't take brokies energy. I feel like as well, when you're in that energy of seducing, you'll be like, yeah, I don't care about money. I'm not really interested in status. I'm interested in the connection. I'm interested in the feeling and whatever. But you do. You care about money. The 8 is an infinity symbol, and you've got it here, here, here. So you definitely do. And it's also a representation of power. So you may not just want money, you want power as well. So you may go after powerful men and women. You yourself are very, very powerful, and part of your power comes from being a coquette, as in, okay, so you do care about your money, you do care about your career, but at the same time, that's kind of a contradiction, but at the same time, the secret is you don't. At the same time, you could be deeply spiritual and know there's so much more to life than that. So those sort of things may come to you very, very easily. I feel like sometimes people have to physically like restrain themselves from you, especially with that rake energy. So you could have learnt how to be a rake from a rake, and it is really, you know, like I said in the Tom Jones video, it's literally the devil, you know, saying, oh, stay, like, really, not literally the devil, but he's playing that part. And you may be so seductive, like when you're good and ready, no one can tell you no. It's on. It's not even a matter of time. You could be Capricorn, that's strong energy here as well. And you may have a bit of a reputation for being a heartbreaker, or for even, you know, I don't want to say sleeping around, I'd say, because you ain't sleeping, being intimate with different people. And whether or not you actually, you know, get to that level where you're actually sexual or having sex with them, it's a different matter, but I feel like there's always intimacy. People are sucked in, they're drawn in by you. And I feel like you may have this energy where you make people feel so good, because it's like, oh my gosh, I can't even control myself around you. You're so sexy. It's like that. So you gas them up and they give in. So yeah, I just feel that you really could have strong Leo, Capricorn energy, but people feel your presence very, very strongly. I feel like strongly you're looking for a soulmate or a counterpart, but you are a very, very powerful person. I feel like your lovers always come back to you. People always want to circle back around to you. In this lifetime, people that you know from previous lifetimes, they are trying to find a way. They're trying to make a way to reconnect with you in this lifetime. If you knew somebody from your past, they will try and reach out to you again, or try and somehow be involved in your life. It's just even being like in your energy, because as cold as you may seem sometimes, or as much as it comes off like you don't care, you do care, or you're very warm. But then as much as it may seem like, oh, you don't care, that anything you care about is money, actually at the same time, you don't care about money. You're actually looking for the connection. But then for people who think, oh yeah, you're just looking for a connection, you'll be open for anything, it's like, well, you're broke. I care about money. Like, you've got this very dual kind of nature. It's not even just dual, it's just like there's so many facets. So that's like the Pisces, Gemini energy. There's so many sides of you. Okay, so the object of your affections are usually drawn in by that behind, okay? Yeah, they like the way that booty looks. You may look really good in the color red. You could have red hair, or, you know, just again look really good in the color red. I feel like there's goats there, so I wanted to say throat goat. I'm sorry, I didn't get like this in the other piles, okay? It's you guys, it's not me. It's not me. I'm just minding my business, doing the reading. But yeah, and even this pot, I'm like, honey pot, like what? Okay, just take what you can with it, just, you know, with these words. I feel like sometimes people want to be pregnant by you or get impregnated by you. If you're a man, you know, you could be dealing with women who ain't done stuff before, certain things before, you know, and all of a sudden now she's the throat goat. Because that's how I feel like people find you very, very sexy, and you're like a prize. Six of Wands energy is about like the person that a lot of people know or they recognize. It's not fame per se, but it's like, yeah, I know that person. Yeah, they're nice. What, you was with that person. Like, people want to make the most out of it. If you're letting them feel that booty, they're gonna really, you know, feel it. And that's what I had to say as well. When you're with someone, it's intimate, but you may not always have sex with that person. But I feel like people will go on to be like, yeah, I did this and that with her. Yeah, me and her, blah, blah, blah. Because there's like other people that know of you. Like, they'll talk it up, but that isn't actually the case. So you may have this reputation of sleeping around or doing a lot. And I feel like sometimes, even when people are honest about it was intimate, that can make other people that have had that experience jealous, because you may have this very no thank you over there kind of energy, but then when you connect with people, you really connect with them. It's like an insta connect. And sometimes people can maybe feel like, okay, how real was our connection if you're out here doing that with everyone? Which is fair enough. I feel like, yeah, people want to be pregnant by you or impregnate you. I feel like when you've drawn somebody in, they're kind of happy to be anywhere with you. I do get that you have people in relationships who will be happily like dip out of their relationship to get with you. I'm not saying like leave full term, but I mean they want that experience with you. I feel like you have a lot of soulmates. Like I said, I feel that more than the average person, your soulmates find a way back into your life, because your energy is so powerful. It's so healing as well, because we saw that sexual healing. So your yoni may be magical, okay? You may be out here healing people with that, especially with this 8 of Raphael card. What's this? The Knave of Swords. So Page of Swords, people do get obsessed about you, okay? They do stalk, they do spy on you. And like I said, it's not that you're famous, but people know of you and they will talk about you. And I just think people might assume a lot about you. I'm surprised that card hasn't come out. They may assume sexual healing again, because I made that sexual healing card twice and the assume card. Money talks, okay. I feel like as well, people feel that they've really got to show you a good time. You know, they got to wine and dine you. They got to be buying you things. This is sugar mama, sugar daddy, expensive taste, well dressed. So you may be somebody who is attracted to people who are well dressed, who have expensive taste. You have these qualities yourself. You know, their money talks for them. At the bottom of the deck, we've got third party. So I do feel that people do dip out of their relationships because they feel like you're the one, or you're the one that got away, and they don't care. They'd rather have something secret with you than be in a relationship where they are not getting access to you. I didn't say that right. I feel like you could fall in and out of love with people very quickly, and there's this 12th house energy because there's something very chameleon-like about you, okay? King of Cups. I feel like sometimes people try to use emotional manipulation or even money and stuff to control you, but you are not the kind of person that can be tamed because you do have this rake-like energy about you. Is that even the can't be tamed? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you may feel desire, you know, when you come across a soulmate. Even if you're in a relationship, you're like, yo, this is my soulmate. Sorry, I know this person. Yes, you're also my soulmate too, but this person just traveled across multiple timelines to come and see me, so we're about to fuck. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I think I'm so funny, sorry guys, but yeah, it's something like that kind of energy. Maybe you don't say it as blatant as that, or even understand it to be as blatant as that, but there's some sort of feeling like that. King of Cups, I feel like if you're feminine, men don't like how feminine you make them feel. They don't have the upper hand with you and they don't like it. I do feel sometimes you may have people that kind of slink away from you because they want to choose other people, but you may have people chosen over you simply because they feel those other people are easier to handle. But they still want you, they still want your energy, but they don't really know what to do. They don't know how to make you do what they want. Because I don't get that you do what people want you to. You do what you want to do. And just when you think they've got you figured out, you'll surprise them again. Which also keeps them addicted, but also kind of afraid. So yeah, Page of Swords. This is filling in a lot of the blanks that they don't know about, through spying on you, you know, guessing your motives and stuff like that. Give your relationship a chance in reverse. Where's that there? Fucking with you is optional. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, so you guys can be quick to dip out because it's like, hey, I've got options. Fucking with you is optional. And it's not even just always like, oh, I've got options, I've got like 10 guys waiting to take your place. It's like, I've got a fucking career, I've got this self-care routine, like I've got a lot of shit that I could be doing rather than spending time with you. So I don't need to, I'm not gonna bend over backwards for this. Yeah, you're a baddie. You are a baddie, you don't care. So many people have been put in your friend zones. Your friend zone, like, you do not business. And I feel like you may have met a rake, and this person you may still, or you may have had up on a pedestal for a while. This person may have made you feel like part of your personality was ill, crazy, or not good enough. You know, you've learned to integrate your shadow side. For others of you, you could be experiencing this rake energy or playing it out, but you may hear this reading and be triggered and be like, oh, well, I'm not like that. I'm blah, 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 blah. But actually, you actually are. And that's your shadow side that you're struggling to integrate. You may come across as really nice, really lovely, but, you know, very responsible. But on the weekends, you like to get drunk and you like to find somebody, or you like to reconnect with people, or, you know, it's this energy of, I do everything that I'm meant to do, so when I want this, I want it now, sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know, with this card and that talking about feeling not good enough, maybe you have some body hang-ups. Do anything to get it, the shape of you, out of body experience, want to touch you, can't stop staring, ready for whatever, thinking of you, don't change a thing, want you right now, fantasies, every part of you. planning what they will do. So there could be somebody who's really, it could be a friend as well, somebody who's in a friend zone. They could really be planning what they want to do to you. This person's trying to manifest, okay? They may be manifesting you during your moon cycle or your period, or vice versa. You could be manifesting this person. They are watching you, okay? Why? Hoe. Okay. I feel like someone may be calling you a hoe. This person could be pregnant, or they could want a baby with you, or they've had a baby with you. I feel like someone's watching you, but they act like they have no interest in you. Again, it's something about filling in the blanks and assuming some shit about you. Because of the way you look, you could be very pretty, very attractive. Saturn usually gives a very strong, a beautiful bone structure. The moon, this Pisces and Cancer energy. Pisces energy gives a lot of beauty, and it gives like racial it gives people sometimes an ambiguous look, or they can appear racially ambiguous, meaning that people project whatever they see, whatever they feel is the most desirable onto this person. So if you're Pisces, people will be like, oh, are you from so-and-so? And you're like, no, I don't look nothing like I'm from so-and-so. They'd be like, no, you do, because that is their version of beauty. And with the Cancer energy, you know, Venus in Cancer, if I do say so, gives a lot of beauty. Halle Berry has that, Angelina Jolie has that. Venus in Cancer in the first house, ooh, yeah, you must be hot. It gives like a lot of feminine, kind of cute, like a sweetheart kind of look. So I do feel like you have a very pretty face, like very nice bone structure. You could also be quite tall. Eros in Aries, so yeah, rough sex. Let's get physical. I kind of feel like somebody wants to pay you back. They want to show you. They want to make you submissive. I feel this person used to do anything to please you, but you look at this person like they're dusty now. Okay, so you drive me crazy, and this is your little thing of how you make people feel. So I feel like a lot of people are very tempted by you. Very, very tempted. And with the Strength card, they're super tempted, but you are always in control. You're always in control, and you have so much energy, so much, I'm feeling like so much sexual energy as well, and you can really direct that at people. You're always in control though. So yeah, that is what I got for you. Pile number, what number are you? I don't know. Pile number 3, that's what you are. Pile number 3. So that was your reading there. We're just getting into the old third party energy. Again, you know, definitely take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, or even if you feel like, oh no, that resonates with me, but I don't like the sounds of that, leave it behind. It doesn't have to. When I hear messages that I don't like in a reading, I say, whose life is that? Because it is not mine. You know, we're actually out here manifesting, and what you believe is what takes place and what takes shape in your reality. So please, guys, bear that in mind. And you can also check out my Law of Attraction or Law of Assumption channel that I'm posting on regularly now, and I'm going to be really putting a lot of effort into that, because I absolutely not just love it, but live it. We all do. So yeah, definitely check that out. The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe came up for you as well, which means that you guys are on your manifesting journey too. So yeah, see you there, guys. I think I posted about it, but I will post about it again so you guys can find it. Okay, pile number 4. I just feel like I need a better way of shuffling these cards. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like this shuffling is that efficient. Pile number 4, if you chose the black pen, I hope I've got it in the right order as well. So, ooh, dress sexy for me, a little additional factor. Your love style, how people feel, how people feel when you are seducing them. How you are when you are doing the seducing. leap of faith, who you are. Okay, so when I saw this, I thought, I'm tired of them. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being so nice. I'm tired of like seducing this person, being like, oh, hey, what do you like to do? I just want to get your pants off. It's that kind of energy. And here you are, you're somebody who's very competitive. You like to win. You like to be put on a pedestal. People may feel like, you know, when they're being seduced by you, they have to learn the art of worship and adoration. If they don't know how to do them things, sorry, I can't help you. Coquette, that keeps coming out. All right, I'm gonna take it. Okay, dandy. Yeah, with that air energy, that can come off as, you know, a bit of that dandy energy. What is this? Charismatic. And star. Okay, nice. So you could be absolutely any one of these. Don't get caught up on the titles. If you vibe with being more of a siren, then you vibe with being more of a siren. I might label them. I might not. For some reason, I want to say I feel like the ideal lover is the ultimate fuck boy or fuck girl. Maybe you know one of those people. I feel like you may try and play the coquette, but this is when you say, oh, I'm tired of this shit. I just want to fucking tell this person, hey, are you going to let me fuck? Hey, are you going to take me out to dinner? Hey, like there's this kind of bluntness about you and you cannot help it. You're nice, or you feel like you're trying really hard to be nice for like 10 minutes and then you're like, nah, I'm done with this. This is tiring. I need to just tell this person how I feel. Like, yeah, you may be very, very blunt. But I feel like that kind of works for you with this dandy energy. So I feel like this dandy energy today, it shows up as like, you know, the Alpha podcast. That's like a reverse dandy. With the dandy energy, it's like taking on the alternative, the opposite energy. So if you're masculine, taking on small feminine traits and using that to kind of disarm the females around you. So it's like, oh, they're kind of like us. Oh, I don't need to protect myself against this man. He's basically one of us, basically one of the girls. And then dun dun dun, your panties are off. You don't know what happened. How did you get here? But with the reverse dandy, with the Alpha podcast stuff, it's just like they want to be treated like women, but at the same time put women that it's just a weird energy. But I wrote that on there for some reason, so I thought I'd mention it. I feel like studs as well are giving the dandy energy, because it's again a female taking on a masculine energy. Could be a Virgo. This is a very independent energy. So yeah, you could be part of the LGBT community, but you don't have to be. You could be bi. That's part of the LGBT community. Sorry, guys. Just, I don't know all my labels yet. I feel like there's a selfishness about you, and I picked that up here and it says that there. Just like, okay, I want what I want. I've been really nice to you. I'm laughing at your jokes. You're not even funny. Are we going to have sex yet? Because this is getting long. Like, I had other things that I could be doing right now, or not even I have other things that I could be doing right now. This is what I want, okay? This is what I want. Are we going to do it? Yes or no? Like, you may have sent those notes in school, like, do you like me? Yes or no? No? Fuck you. I'm going to move on to this person over here. It's that kind of energy. If you're feminine, you may be a very independent woman. You may be somebody who, you could be very, if you're masculine as well, you're very independent. You could be somebody who, but I feel like independent women in general take on that dandy energy. You may be somebody who pays attention to the small details. People may think you're harmless, but you are very effective at what you do and how you go about it. Why is this dandy energy out here like this? Okay, Ace of Cups. Is this reverse? Yes, it is. Ace of Cups. Okay, so your level of self-love, You know, you may say something really blunt and then be like, I'm sorry, you know, this is just how I am and who I am. And it can be kind of charming and win people over. Like, you could be quirky and a bit blunt. Some of you guys may even be like, you know, on the spectrum, have Asperger's or something like that. You don't have to, but that could definitely be a thing as well. With the Eight of Pentacles there, you have this way about you. Once you get your way, you become like a child. Like, you're really happy. Like, see, I told you. Told you he was going to have sex. See, I told you he was going to do this. I knew he was going to do that. Like, you are somebody who is very flirty. You're very curious. I feel like people find it hard to really get mad at you because you are very honest, but it's almost to a fault, and it's like almost childlike with how you are. As a person, I feel like you like to win, so you may see, you know, the object as your affection as a competition. You don't want to lose them to anybody else, or you don't want to be the one that gives in first. You may not want to message them first, but then you may message them and be like, all right, so why haven't you messaged me? It's been 2 days. You guys are funny. Yeah, I just get that you're a very truthful person. And when you give somebody the time, you give them the time, you don't like them to waste your time, because otherwise you do have things to be doing. I feel like with this Nine of Pentacles as well, you are somebody, I've said it like a million times now, very independent, but I'm going to say it again, like very self-sufficient. You know how to fill your own cup. So if you're being invited to, if you're inviting somebody else to your party or to drink from your cup, then they kind of need to, like, not even just come correct, but they need to hurry up and play their role, play their part. Wow, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, you are somebody who's very charismatic at the same time. So people may really fall for you or follow you because they almost see you as spiritual or a golden child or favored, or, you know, you have a presence about you. You may have a higher purpose as well. So that may be where there's this energy of, okay, don't waste my time. Are you coming? With the Star card, some of you guys could be famous. Shit. Some of you guys could really actually be like famous. Like, I'm on this mission to bring all this beautiful music to the world and uplift souls, make people talk again like Beyonce. I don't have time, but I would like to sleep with you. Something like that. Again, I get that you try and play the coquette sometimes, but it's not your way at all. I don't think that is your way at all. I think you're very good at disarming people by just being kind of playful, persuasive, and being yourself, because ultimately you want to please yourself. The Five of Swords and the Dandy, it's about you, okay? Because you may have a mission and you're not about to allow anyone. This is giving me very single, and this is giving me I want to be single. You're not about to allow anyone to stop you from whatever it is that your mission is. And you may get people really obsessed with you as well. Yeah, you don't want anybody holding you back. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You may have had exes who were really, really obsessed with you, or people who just get very, very obsessive and controlling and trying to dominate you, be very domineering and that sort of stuff, and you're not here for it. You got a mission. Obviously, everybody's mission will be different. Empress card in reverse. You've moved on from a time of not having self-love. So you may be one of those people that refer to yourself as sexy. Like, you may really gas yourself up, but not even just gas yourself up. It's like, all right, well, if you don't want me, I'm really sexy, so somebody else will. Like, do you like me? Yes or no? No? Bye. Like, I just keep getting that kind of energy of, I'm not wasting my time. Yeah, so you may have had experiences before where I'm getting strongly a past relationship that may have made you feel down on yourself, or discredit yourself or discount yourself, but it's like you know your worth now. Or you're quick to move on from situations where you feel there is no love, or it's not giving you what you need. I feel like when you go after somebody or something, there's big periods of no activity or not much communication, but it will be after bouts of a lot of sudden activity and a lot of communication, a lot of passion, a lot of energy directed towards the object of your affection, and then nothing. You may have people up for days, you know, like when you connect or click with someone, you and this person may be up for days doing all sorts of stuff. And I feel like not only do people want to please you, but it's like they want to roll with you. It's like being around you or just getting a glimpse into your world is good enough for them. Your energy is very high, so I feel like you kind of share that with people, if that makes sense. But I just don't get the sense of you making any commitments or promises. They kind of know it's not going to last, or you kind of know it's not going to last. I feel like for a lot of people, there's something very different about you as well. Different about... Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So I've been dealing with this card, and sometimes I don't know what it means in certain contexts, but you know what that's giving me? It's giving me friends with benefits. It's giving me, I know I can't have you. I know you're not mine. So if I'm going to do this, it's only for the night. So they have to take a leap of faith. They have to be like, okay, it's only for this allotted amount of time. So I'm either going to roll with it and enjoy myself, or I'm not. Yeah. Because I feel as well, people have to come to terms with the fact that, are you like a fucking rock star or something? Like you may move on very quickly. Some of you may like group sex, or you like to have like a girl or a guy in every port, as they say. Some of you could have a lot of kids or go on to have a lot of kids. Leap of faith. So yeah, when they are being courted by you or being chased by you, it's kind of like, even with this, there's an angel behind him. People may be very loyal to you, and they would commit to you if you wanted that, but they even commit to the idea of no commitment. So they could be somebody that you see on and off for years, or yeah, just whenever you feel like it. But they're loyal to you, and they will be ready for you. They will be open to you. And like I said, they commit to the idea of no commitment. Something about your status as well. The idea of being seen with you. You're very, very sexy. Chariot card. When you move forward or you start dating somebody else, even as much as these people are not committed to the idea of commitment with you, they check up on you, they stalk on you. Some of you, these people, it really brings their world down that you'd be having these feelings or these thoughts for somebody else, because they know how it feels to be the object of your affection. And that makes them feel sad. But I feel like even if you came back around to them, they would still accept the flowers. They would still say yes. Okay, so, oh sorry, this isn't how does it feel, this is who are you. Yeah, so who are you? You are somebody who's, I feel, divinely guided, protected, someone who likes a lot of fun. Okay, you're loyal to yourself. You may have days where you need to sleep because you've been fucking partying and having wild, crazy escapades and whatnot, and you may move on very, very quickly. Again, I always talk about this card, there being like a divine life plan or purpose, somebody stepping into their destiny. Your destiny is just really the highest possible expression for you in your life. We all have free will, but if you're talking about what's destined for you, it's always the highest. Nobody's destiny is to be a crackhead, okay? Your destiny is the highest functioning possible route for you. And I feel like you're on your way, you're on your destiny. I feel like some of you think that you're going to meet your partner when you get to this destined place or this destined space or point in your life. The Hanged Man. I feel like people feel unable to say no to you. They feel unable to leave your side. They are in awe of you, even with the Star card there, charismatic. It's like you can get people to do things and agree to things that maybe they wouldn't normally agree to. Not in a bad way, not like, oh, you know, you're pushing people into stuff, no. But for some reason, they just kind of want it with you. They know that they're not going to get this commitment necessarily, not necessarily all of you, but that's what this is the energy it's given. They may know that they're not going to get the commitment that they would usually expect or want, but they're still down. And it's like, I'm surprised we didn't see the rate come up here, because it's kind of like, oh, I'm so helpless. I can't, like, how can I get out of this? How can I stop this? Just say no, bitch. But they can't. They won't say no. They won't say no. I feel like people feel, if you're a feminine, dealing with you is like knowing the art of worshipping, like I'm getting like body worship and stuff like that. And like serving you, enjoying your natural beauty. Enjoying your natural beauty. If you're a masculine, it's like stepping into their queendom, stepping into their most, you know, regal energy and allowing themselves to be adored. Eros and Libra. The Lion, the Witch and Wardrobe, you are really manifesting. You guys, again, I don't know why I'm getting something about you guys moving, okay? So you guys could be moving country or something. But there's something about you have an idea in mind for yourself, so that whatever's going on around you now, you don't see any of that to be permanent. It's kind of like, well, not any of that, but there may be something temporary about it. Eros and Scorpio, deep connection, power plays, addictive sex. So you may be somebody who has really addictive sex. With this Queen of Pentacles energy, so one day it could be, you know, the woman like basically like playing the submissive, like worshipping the man. Next day it could be the man, you know, so you guys may switch. Yeah, and it's the yeah, and I feel like if you are a man, you may come across women who are not naturally used to being in that position of being like the boss, and you'll be like, yeah, be the boss right now. Eros and Aquarius, so you may be really kinky, you may be a little bit of a hoe and you're okay with that. You may like group sex or things that are considered, you know, a bit out there, but they don't think it's fair. There's something about it where they just don't feel like it's fair, or again, it could just be that they don't feel like it's a full-time relationship. Watching you, moon cycles, Dusty, the glitch, Salt Daddy, Salt Mama. Look, leads with money they don't have, pretends to be rich, uses money to control. Some of you, yeah, may have a preference for older people as well. but you let them know that fucking with them is optional. Wow, okay, where are we going? I feel like a lot of people get weak for you. I think you're very, very attractive. A lot of people may want a pregnancy or a baby with you. Some of you may have kids that are born into somebody else's marriage. Okay, later. Wow. Eros and Gemini talk dirty to me. Yes, I feel like you have a way about you that's charming, charismatic, but at the same time, like a cheeky kind of energy. You're very good at getting what you want. You're very good at getting people to do what you want. People feel weak for you. I don't know if you're the richest person. You're not broke. But for some of the people that you're dealing with, they're used to dealing with maybe a different caliber financially. Or some of the people that you're dealing with, you're used to dealing with people who have more money. Maybe you have more money. There's something here about money and power plays. You could have had a lot of secret or hidden romances. And I feel like when you move on, people are always, you know, checking out your next relationship. Why don't they feel that it's fair though? Some people feel like they were put in a third party situation. They never really got the chance to date you or get to know you the way they should have or the way they wanted to. And there was definitely a connection there. With the Empress and the Emperor in reverse, you were definitely a really good match, but they feel that you didn't give the relationship or the connection its just due. 5 of Swords. Somebody may have walked away from you because they were tired of the conflict or tired of you putting yourself first, but they still think about you a lot. King of Cups. You may have found this person to be a little bit too submissive. Again, this energy, especially if you're masculine, you may have found this person to be a little bit too submissive. You're somebody who maybe likes it one day where, you know, they're submissive, the next day they're like the boss bitch. They're, you know, switching it up. Yeah, it wasn't fair. This person doesn't think it's fair because they think that you're their soulmate. And what do you think? You think that this person wants a baby with you and you don't want a baby with them. You feel like it didn't get started because this person's immature. And they hide the way they feel. They don't express the way they feel. Or for some of you, it's like this person's immature and either they're too submissive or they don't know how to be submissive. So they don't allow you to make them happy or something like that. Okay, that's a whole different story. Again, it's just feelings and whatnot. Oh, okay. So passion. You are a very passionate, very intense, sexy lover. You have a lot of kind of like divine, otherworldly, star-seeded kind of energy. A lot of people project onto you. You feel like, what I find with the star and with this 11th moon in the 11th house energy, you could have that, is that I've noticed a lot of people who are Instagram famous, famous people, Beyonce, like I could list a whole load of famous people that have this and they're really, really famous because people feel like they have so much in common with you. But I always feel like it's that aspect of you feel like you know somebody and you feel close with them, so much so that you'd want to go up to them and hug them. But at the same time, if you let your emotions get the better of you and randomly just hug this person, you would be embarrassed about it because there's still that sense of, I don't know you well enough to just be doing that with you. But you feel this kinship with them. So it's kind of like, an unexpected display of emotion. Use your words, please. So yeah, people may get emotional over you and feel embarrassed about it because you've sort of not made it clear or set yourself apart from them, but the relationship hasn't been in a way that they can be as emotional as they typically feel. I feel like you're very well dressed. People want to dress sexy. They want to look good for you because, you know, they definitely feel a lot for you. You may like to look natural, or you may appreciate people's natural beauty. You may like outside time. You could be from somewhere where it's cold, or you may like to travel to places where it's cold, warm, or whatever. But, you know, I just noticed that it's cold in those pictures. And I feel like that's a very underappreciated weather, being cold. You don't have to, especially if you've got like a person, you know, a little vacation and it's cold. What? You don't have to go nowhere, do nothing. You've got an excuse to be under the covers together. Hello. I don't know what's more perfect. But, yeah, that's what I see for you, pile number 4. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Please hit the like button because it helps the algorithm pick me up so more people can see this reading and take the messages that resonate with them and learn how to step into the empowerment of their seductive energy a bit more, because I'm sure you guys already know what you're doing. That sounded rude. I'm tired now, sorry. I'm sure you guys are very good at the art of seduction already. So yeah, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.